Hello, it's Jane Lynn Britton from Navigate Autism. Welcome to my traveling pod tips. Today I'm at a lake near my house, and it's the most beautiful thing. The sun is shining, it's sparkling off of the water, and it's really this just very peaceful place that I found just kind of nestled behind some houses not too far from me. And it's so fun to come and just relax and disconnect from everything. And I thought it was the perfect place to talk about today's word, which is creativity. About 10, 12 years ago, I literally would walk up to people and say, I'm not creative. Don't ask me to do anything creative, because I really believed it. I think I believed it because I had worked, for many years in a corporate setting and did a lot of coaching and training and projects. And we would go into a room and for 2 hours with the intention to come up with the next $1 million idea. And I really believed it could happen. And I trained people and coached them how to do this. And what I found is yeah, you can come up with ideas, but in most cases, that wasn't the ideal setting for being creative. And because I walked out of there so frustrated and I didn't really think I had good ideas, I thought I'm just not creative. It wasn't until I was homeschooling William and I needed to be creative. And I was so judging myself. I was telling the teacher who was teaching me how to do this, I was like, I can't do it. And I literally would watch everything. He would go in and play with William to demonstrate for me how to connect, how to get his attention, how to get him to look at me, listen, etc. And I would watch him, and I literally would mimic everything: sound, voice, facial expression, activity, everything. I was trying so hard to connect. And then the creativity comes in when William would look at me out of the blue and I needed to jump on that and get his attention and do something. I couldn't. I would sit there like, what do I do now? And I kept telling myself this story: you're not creative. So I would try harder. And then I realized one day when I just finally relaxed into it, and he looked at me and I just did something that just came to the top of my head, and he engaged and laughed and we connected. I'm like, wow, that was pretty creative. So maybe I don't have to go into a room and force myself to be creative. It just kind of happens. So I started studying this, and mostly just from observing myself and him, and I realized my creativity has always been there. I just can't put parameters or boundaries on it. And I started noticing the times I was creative. And that happened to be when I'm in the car driving, which is when I do a lot of my pod tips. I'd be in the car driving, or I would be walking around the house, maybe doing some laundry or a little bit of cleaning, or walking, or sitting here at the lake. And I realized the reason for that is I was disconnected from all the drama, all the activity, all the distractions, the demands on me. And in those moments of being disconnected, I was kind of freeing myself to just think and have fun and enjoy. And in those moments, I had ideas, or I had breakthroughs, or I'm sure you've had those lightning bolt moments where you've been pondering something or really trying to come up with a solution and you can't. So you walk away, and maybe the next day or in the shower or whatever, it hits you like, yeah, yeah, that's the idea. That's what I was looking for. And that's because you weren't trying to find the answer anymore. You were just being, and you were not distracted. You were relaxed and kind of disconnected from all that drama. So that's what I learned, and that's why I wanted to share this thing about creativity, because creativity is really important in our lives. It's important in how we show up with our kids. Our kids often like continuity, consistency, because that's what they trust. But they also love us to be fun, a little bit different, and creative, because we all like something new, a little bit, like a little twist on something to keep things fresh and alive. Creativity allows us to do that. It also allows us to kind of motivate ourselves and inspire ourselves to continue going on each day and to have fun. It brings fun and joy and laughter and lightness and positivity into what we're doing. We can also translate it into work when we are either working outside the home or in the home. Often we need to be creative. We need to come up with new ideas or strategies, or we have a challenge or a problem. So, how do we overcome that? Well, we need to be creative. And if we use the same principle of just disconnecting from the drama or going someplace that's inspiring and no one's demanding of us at that time, even just walking. I find just walking with intention, it could be down the hall of the office, or it could be down the hall of my house to my son's room or into the playroom where we're going to connect. So, creativity is something that we all have, we're all born with, and we all can enjoy it. And if you're finding that it's been elusive for you, or you're not just reaching the creative levels that you want, try disconnecting from all the stuff that's swirling around you. It's a great skill for you to learn. It's also a great skill for us to teach our kids, and we can bring creativity into their lives, which will make it very rich, as well as kind of hook them in to some of the games, activities, and learning that we want to share with them. Have fun with that and creativity, and would love to, as always, hear feedback or questions, how it's going for you. You can always ask, and I'd love to even give you more information about how you might be able to build this into your life with your child. So good luck, take care, and have fun being creative.